Welcome back to Daily Carnivore. Today I'm sharing a full day of eating strict carnivore BBB&E. If you're new to carnivore, BBB&E stands for beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Maybe in that order, I'm not sure. So that's all I'll be eating today, and my husband is doing it with me, so you'll see me cooking 2 portions each meal. Breakfast is bacon and fried eggs. I'm going to be doing 6 strips of bacon, 3 for each of us. I think everybody really knows how to cook bacon and fry eggs, so just enjoy this part of the video. Usually, I'll drain some of the bacon grease from the pan before cooking eggs, especially if I scramble them, but today I'm leaving it in to fry the eggs in. I only had 5 eggs left, and typically we'll each eat 3 eggs for breakfast, but I'm going to give him the 3 and I'll take the 2. So here's breakfast, easy and delicious. For lunch, I'm cooking up a pound of ground beef, and this is 73% lean, so it has a higher fat content. I'm seasoning pretty liberally with salt, knowing that some of that seasoning is going to get captured in the fat, and I'm actually not planning to eat all of this fat because I'll be adding butter. Hot rendered fat can be upsetting to some people's stomachs, so just keep that in mind if you're new to carnivore and you find yourself maybe having some little issues after eating a meal like this. Maybe scale back that fat content initially just to see how you handle that hot rendered fat. I'm just draining this with a slotted spoon and trying to keep it in frame for you. So you can see here just how much fat I did leave in the pan, and there's obviously a little bit of meat drippings in there. You could definitely save this for later and use this to cook something else in. So I put about a tablespoon of butter on both of these and mixed this in before we ate it. It melted and was so juicy and delicious. This was super filling, and I really wasn't hungry for dinner until well into the evening. For dinner, we're going to be cooking boneless chuck short ribs in the pressure cooker. At $6 a pound, this is much cheaper than ribeye, although we do have ribeye often. So for this video, I just wanted to show something different than steak. There's 2 in this pack, and between the 2 of us, we ate through about 1.5 for dinner. So my husband is seasoning this liberally on all sides, and then we're gonna get this in the pressure cooker. So we have this on the sear setting, and we're gonna sear each piece for a couple minutes per side just to get a little bit of a different texture on the outside. You'll see we don't brown this completely, but you could definitely do that. Then once it's done searing, we added a cup of broth. If you don't have broth, water will work just fine. And then we set it to cook on high pressure for 50 minutes. After the 50 minutes, we release the steam and let the pressure release for 20 minutes or so. This was so tender and juicy, and make sure you keep the broth for dipping sauce or save it to use later. It reminded me of corned beef, which I love. It's fork tender. And I'm not sure the cut of meat that's actually used to make corned beef. Maybe it is this one. But either way, this was a super delicious and easy dinner. I hope you found this full day of eating only beef, butter, bacon, and eggs helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Daily Carnivore video.